Welcome to this brief video on organising your studies, brought to you by the study advice team here at the university. And many of the traditional lectures are now being recorded and online. This has brought with it some new opportunities and challenges to study. We've spoken to a number of students this year who are finding it a challenge to know how they should engage with these videos. Some of you we know are taking a long time engaging with material and not finding time to do other elements of study. Equally, we know there are others who are not accessing the material. We've also been asked a series of questions as to how long to spend on these videos, what sorts of notes are effective, and how to make the most out of this content without it eating into all of your study time. This short video will help to answer these questions, looking at what you should do before, during, and after you've engaged with the videos of course material. So before taking any notes, be it from online videos or from books and journals, it's really important to consider the purpose for which you're taking these notes. If you don't know this, then you'll risk taking too long jotting everything down or not getting down the most important bits of information. In general, when we're studying, we are taking notes for two reasons. Firstly, to help our understanding. This is often done best if we can spend some time thinking about what we're being told and then use techniques like mind mapping, spider diagrams, etc. to help connect these new ideas and concepts to those we already know. The second reason we're asked to take notes is to help us remember, an aid memoir which we can go back to, either to use in assignments or to aid our revision. Think before you take any notes as to why you're taking them. We have a short video on our study advice website on critical note-taking, which will help you to consider this for any note-taking you undertake at university. So before you plan taking notes from your online course material, spend some time preparing. Firstly, try and have a routine, a set time when you decide to engage with this material. We've created another video to help you organise your time, which goes into this in a lot more detail. Ensure you found a time in the day when you're best able to concentrate and have somewhere suitable where you can study. Make sure that you have everything around you that you need. If your lecturers have put up slides that go along with the recording, then make sure that you access these first. It will be a good idea to go through these beforehand so you can get the overview of what is going to be discussed. You might also want to have a look at this in line with your weekly roadmaps or module aims. It's much easier then to establish what might be the key things of importance. Some students at this stage get their note pages ready with pre-formatted headings. Now they have the knowledge of what's to come. You may also decide that you will write notes on the slide. You will need to ensure that you have everything to hand, like headphones, pens, refreshments, etc. You next need to decide how you want to take notes, online or handwritten. There are advantages and disadvantages to both of these approaches. You may want to experiment and see which one is best for you. As the videos are online, you may prefer to handwrite your notes. It can be an added distraction to keep switching between screens. It has also been argued that we engage more with the content if we handwrite our notes, though much of this is down to your own personal preference. There are tools to support you with online note-taking, like OneNote from Microsoft. This allows you to write directly onto the PowerPoint slides, capture your notes, and then organise them. Just Google OneNote to find video tutorials to help you get started. Many students find taking notes on a PC quicker than handwriting them and find them easier to file and move around. Again, this is down to individual preference. So if you're not sure whether taking notes online or by hand is best for you, give both a try and see what works best. What is important though is that you take active notes. Remember, these sessions are designed to replace the content that you would normally be given in lectures, in which you would have attended and written down notes as the lecture was going on. So just because you can pause the videos and watch them numerous times doesn't mean that you should. Most of your tutors have chunked your sessions into 15-minute or so videos designed to be watched in one sitting. So try and watch them and take notes without pausing. If you think you have missed something crucial, take a note down of the time on the video and go back and just watch that bit again. Remember, you can always go back to these at a later date. Try to connect the ideas presented in the video with prior knowledge and understanding, and rather than take down a note of what the lecturer is saying, think about what it means and jot down your understanding in your own words. It's important that these notes have a meaning to you, and so jot down anything that springs to mind when your lecturer is going through the slides. You remember, you have the slides, so you don't need to jot any words down that are on these, and if you use a 3-slide template like the one pictured here, you can simply add your notes in the space to the slide, either via hand or perhaps using a system like OneNote. You may also want to use the Cornell approach like the one shown here, where you write your notes on the main right-hand section. More of this to come. After you've engaged with the content, it's important that you spend a few moments thinking about what you've just learnt. If you're using the Cornell approach, you could use the left-hand column to jot down the key points or questions that you may have. The bottom section is for you to summarise now that you have an overview of the topic. You might also want to think wider. How does this video fit in with others you may have watched for this module? How are the ideas connected? Doing some pattern notes in the form of mind maps or spider diagrams may help with this, showing the connections of the ideas. You shouldn't be spending long on this, but just think through the main ideas, how they're presented and what they mean to you while the information is still fresh. Finally, do remember to organise your notes in a way that makes sense to you. If you're writing them by hand, then a lever arch file and dividers may help. Or if compiling these online, you need an effective online filing system, perhaps by module and topic area. So just to summarise some of the strategies that have been discussed in this video. You need to prepare before watching any online video content. Ensure you have set up a time aside for this each week and have a regular routine. Access the slides in advance if you have them, and familiarise yourself with how this content fits in with the overall module. And set up your study space ready to engage. Decide whether online or handwritten notes are for you and take notes in an active way, considering writing notes on the slides or pre-formatted forms, perhaps like the Cornell approach. Finally, spend a few moments after listening to the content to summarise your thoughts on the topic and consider how it fits into the wider issues of the module, remembering to file them away in an organised way. So we have a range of resources on our Study Advice website to help you with all aspects of studying. You'll also find on there a guide on note-taking and a video on how to take critical notes. There are also details on how you can book a one-to-one session with a study advisor or attend our weekly webinars. Good luck with your studies.